Okay, skip this. Oh, just a nice moment. Okay, there. Click. I hear the sound of a clock piece being raised with a gunpoint straight at us. We got off the clock. As soon as we had decided the same man dressed in the work outfit set us all aside. So, what can I help you gentlemen with? The man hold a gun. uh, the man hold a gun large. Oh, oh, uh, oh! Don't look so good. We're not going to hurt you too much if you promise to behave. All we're looking for is the shiny little tinkling the lovely lady had on her person. Me? What are you talking about? Now, don't be taking us for no fools, madam. I'm taking her old man North Star necklace. I had I had my head bag tied against my chest. So, it's inside the bag then, isn't it? Hand it over now, and be quick about it. I hand him the necklace is easy enough. It what comes after that's going to be difficult. I still haven't forgotten what happened to the other day. Now I am supposed to believe the words of people that have no problem taking other people. I mean, talking to other people's lives. Next. Right. Time to make up yet mind. Time to make up a yet mindless, or do you want me to pop a bullet through it first? Now I want to kill you. You see, what with you being quite the looker and all, I think your fresh, nice pinch of eyes sold. Yeah, to the highest bidder. Louder can louder could be handed from the merchants around us. Very well then, Emily, hand him the necklace. Mr. Holmes, what are you? Oh, Holmes got something. What are you? I mean, we are civilians. Emily, while there is life, there is hope. That may be so, but. Haha, you're pretty clever there. So people tell me yes. Like, I already know I'm that smart, man. Like, come on. What are you laughing about? This is harder the Emily, please decide the stay hand over the bag now. No! I once again hand the bag to my chest while shaking my hands. Oh, for Pete's sake, here. Pete's sake. What are you? Mr. Holmes took the bag from me by forcing a smile. What were you What were you doing, Holmes? What are you thinking? You got something on your sleeve. Very well, gentlemen. I shall deliver it to you forthwith here. My handbag tore through the air and landed on the clock that have drive us here. What? The next moment, Mr. Holmes kicked the gun out of the driver's hand with full force. Woo! Okay, Holmes. Emily, here for the car. Hurry! Go! Okay, okay. Having no clue where we're going on, I run toward the cock. No, not so fast, sissies. I ain't going to let you through that easily. Man, just get out of my way. The cops already tricked you, dude. A big bunch of men was standing in front of me, blocking my way. Uh-oh. He had a tattoo on his arm. He looks like a soldier. Oh, God. I hesitate 2 or 3 stands by and suddenly the man punched forward. Ah! Are you alright, Emily? Holmes did. Holmes did. Wow. Mr. Holmes, what happened? I explain later. Just get into the car quickly, please. Just do it. Yes, sir. Hope we get a picture of this. We don't, I promise you. After I had jumped into the car, I quickly picked up my handbag from the floor and hesitated tightly. Slam. Huh? Seriously, the cock started moving. I shot a hesitant glance around and saw the villain run after our cock. Sit down and hold on tightly, Emily. A voice come from the driver's seat. Mr. Holmes? This is going to be a bumpy ride. Hold on. I quite pulled back my head. Amazing. I wonder how long we've been driving. I can't believe seeing some familiars say. And then the cock stopped. Said I think we should be safe here. Mr. Holmes, I'm sorry to have scared you, Emily. I should take more care and set a carrion. Mr. Holmes bit his lips in front. That's not your fault, Mr. Holmes. But it's okay. Besides, you come through on your promises. My promises? Yes, your promise is to protect me. It is only nature for a gentleman, don't you agree? I do, but many gentlemen would fall under the smiles consider as well. I would have handled it again. You, if you had. Yes, you said to protect me by finding those men. Thank you. Let's go. I have one of my streets under drive the message of our viewing. So our honest should be waiting for us. Or our horses, I think. Okay. When I exit the mansion, a footman with a familiar face come to greet us. We was told that the main streets had been waiting for us, as we was laying into departure. A maid and a purloin, I no longer work here. So I should be able to relax, but I still feel unfortunately somehow. I have no time to look around, relax, for the Street was already coming and dressed in black Mentos clothes, and with a bull smile on her face. Oh, my Emily, it looks long time no see. When it was the last time we met. Your wedding? Why don't you show your face around here more often? But don't be a stranger. I'm sorry, madam. Oh no. Oh, don't be so stiffy. I'm sorry about Thomas, by the way. I had no idea what I should apologize for having you gone through all of this. No, it's not your fault. It was fate. I did ever know about your husband until recovering lets me off my silence condo. Thank you, Emily. The mentress closed her eyes and seemed to be lost in her memories for a while. But before long, she opened her eyes again and she smiled. Sorry, I must be hard. It must be hard on you in here. I am getting all emotional, so who's your friend? The name is Sherlock Holmes, madam. I am at. Oh. Oh, Sherlock saying this. The name is Sherlock Holmes, madam. I am a detective. A detective? Why would a detective? Well, never mind. Please sit down, you too, Emily. Mr. Holmes and I sat down on the sofa. What's going on? What's going on, then? What's bring you here? And with this detective person, all if a silly. It's a bit hard to explain, but I found this. Found this in my house. Please try not to be shocked too much. I slowly took the necklace, swapped it in a handkerchief from my bag, and handed it out to Demetrius. Well, now, she held her breath. The next moment, her patience explained returns, and she smiled warmly at it again. So you found the necklace? I thought it had been lost forever. Madam, I found this in my house. I know. It's all right. I give it to Thomas for safekeeping, after all. What? What do you mean? What do you mean? It had been lost, hadn't it? That why everyone was in a unfuffle. Unless she already knew. I don't know. Indeed, I'm sorry to have caused everyone so much trouble. I have no idea what's going on. Uh, so you said the enter necklace incident is something you and your cousin Mr. Thomas Cocky, yes. Indeed, Mr. Holmes. Why would they do that? Why would you to protect this patient family, Hulu? This was the only way to protect it. Color was a hero, but he was also known as a gentleman in social circles. What do you mean? Color was the second son of Richard Squad and didn't had any title, of course. A title was easy to enter by marrying you. Madam being the daughter of a duchess. Moreover, the Duchess family have survived successful business and is very weather. And Colonel Roland had his eyes on that fortune, and that why he married you. Am I wrong? You're right. You're right. Ours was a love marriage, and really loved my husband. But I think husband only looked at me with clear eyes. What? But I think husband only looked at you. like that's I don't know. I found that out slowly after getting married. Now, now here, why I am guessing he got married to you, and everything seems to go well for him until he hits sick. No behind, the word sick isn't a perhaps, but he soonly found that his restful hand had their info over on the desk for turn. So, in the end, Cully Rollins thought to sell your family jewels after. Am I right? No, no, oh my God. No, your no, your own husband. But nothing but the necklace was lost, right? The mistress slowly took her hand with a sad look on her face. To tell you the truth, Emily, I al- almost all of the jewels in this house have been replaced with emblem emblem replacements. My husband had been smart enough to request emblem replacements of all the jewels before selling the real ones off. When I was confronting him on the subject, he relaxed my family feeling to forget his own beliefs nobly and perhaps really. And that And that was you coming up with the idea of persisting as if the necklace had been lost in order to protect your heirloom. heirloom. Indeed, my husband was very about finding the thief. Ever thought he was reproached for the loss of most of my jewelry. Once we once we was in the top inside the corner, and Thomas declared overhead us. So when I told him about my little plan, he disclosed to me and his grandfather was into who survived in secret rooms and since. The Thomas and had passed away, leaving the house with a secret room. Empty was impossible to face. But I could just leave my presenting jewels in an empty room, so I need Thomas to move into the house and that. Oh no. That's why you entered Emily and Mr. Thomas' husband to each other. Yes. I mean, is she old or I don't know. Yes, married is a perfect nursery reason for someone to leave my service to become indisposed. So that's what happened. So I wasn't only being used for this plan. Emily, I will not decide that you use. I am very so sorry. You never knew about the necklace either, so this might have been quite a shock for you. I had no idea that since a maid would befall Thomas, I ill to keep the number of people involved at as small as possibility. So please don't think of him. I won't, but Emily, in case you double fall, let me be offered to clear Thomas love you. What? What? I was reading. What is it? Emily, in case you, double fall, let me be also, and clearly. Thomas loved you, and there was no two ways about it. He was the quite kind, and not ever good and show his feelings, but he was a river's cover. Emily, you was smart, good nurser, and wonderful housemaid. You two was made for each other, and I really thought so. When you was talking together, his eyes would be fixed on you, with such a gentleman look in them, as to make me jealous of you. You was the happiest couple I ever seen. I know your marriage life didn't last long, but I'm sure your days with Thomas might have been happy, right, Emily? I thought of the days gone by, the days I spent with my husband when short but still. Yes, ma'am, you're right. My days with my husband, with Thomas, was the happiest days of my life. I am so grateful to you, uh, being, bringing us together. Thank you so much. No, thank. No, thank you, Emily. And once again, I deep apologize for this whole ordeal. A tick, tear tinkled down the mistress' cheeks. Great, we're at the end now, please. It hard the diamond necklace over to her, and it turns out the letter she had sent 2 weeks earlier was indeed about that whole case. But when I told her about Thomas' death, she had all but given up on relaxing the diamond. Now that her husband had passed away, she can hold the diamond necklace against without having to worry. Able she plans to pretend as if she had just found it by accident, hiding away somewhere on the back of a shelf. Perhaps people, perhaps people who believe it, but since this is the archery, nobody will bother to look into it. And yet, Great Risk is not. Come on. There's one thing that still bothers me. What's that, Emily? Those sins who are that, and are they going to come after me again? If they think I still have the diamond. Oh no, need to worry about that anymore, I should think. No need to worry. Do you know something about these men, Mr. Holmes? For a moment, Mr. Holmes' eyes crossed mine. Would you like to know? I nod. Very well. I think of keeping this myself, but I trust you. I believe you will make the correct judgment. What are you talking about? Such sensing of, and I glanced me, But Mr. Holmes only smiled and returned. Emily, London is a large city that crowds the world. I am exactly honest to be able to survive the great British Empire in the name of her royalty, of her royals, of her majesty, perhaps, but London is beside a cross pool of criminals and violence, and fosters specialists, murderers. Nothing of them are strange to the city. But if you strain your eyes, you will see that all these things are connected with some kind of interesting. Interesting? Yes, perhaps some criminals happen here in London, and the criminals that never surface are all controlled by one enemy. That's impossible. He is like a spider set in the middle of this web. Never move, but as soon as one a thousand stars move, he will perhaps on it with depth side. Normally, he will not move, but it seems he had taken a personal interest this time around. But what do you mean? This means perhaps kindly the Lemons of Underworld was with us all the time up until very recovery ever. Huh? What? Jones and Jones John Watson. He said he's a doctor and his body showed the signs of being used to carry away a gun. It can't be easy explained if you decide that he's a enemy, enemy, since but beg some questions. What kind of questions? That only was the British Empire have taken decided paths. A recovery have taken place in the south. All the men who survived there come back with a sweet completion. But our good friend Watson have North skin as white as snow. Mr. Holmes, are you? John Watson, a enemy surgeon with a name considered silently, he could have lived in a hotel looking for alongside in a different hotel from the Watsons we know. No. A glance at two persons cocking a head for a Breaker Streets. Welcome back, Emily. What's wrong? Why are you in such a hurry? James, where's Mr. Watson? Oh, Mr. Watson, he left about 30 minutes ago. He said he found a different place to stay, and he told me to give you his rents. I hand out the house, but Mr. Watson was already nowhere to be seen. He might left his distress. As well, I think we will not be run into him a thing soon. Okay, so we never know if Watson was in the British Empire or something. Mr. Holmes, how long have you known about this? From the beginning. From the beginning of this game, come on. I was surprised that perhaps right from the start, so I decided to content Stans. He had been summoned by a fake Tumman to feel relaxed and west. I'm sure this was all Watson's plan as well. So was he also the one who killed Toussaint in the park? Yes, he did. Yes, he did do it himself, but it wasn't done on his orders. But if he had really given the orders, he could have let the man get away so many times before we ever found him. People lit people live meeting. Nothing to him. Was connected, no letter, and that poor man get away. Most likely because he needed to test the abilities of one Sherlock Holmes. Before coming here, I had to successfully collect number of cases, and many of those cases have him behind the scenes of two. He might want to meet the man who had fallen so many of the plans. If you knew all of this, why did you explain him why? Because I can't. I have no proof. He must stronger than I am, too. So I have my chance. Your chance? Yes, I recovered finding out his idea had a name is Morris, and this is only the prologue of a long battle between him and me. The incident, Emily, I think I proved my worst as a concerned detective with this case. So I could be allowed to stay as longer in your apartment now? Can I ask you something before I answer that question, Mr. Holmes? By all means. Please, would you mind if I join you on your long battle from now on? That's too dangerous, right? I know, but I am already involved, and I can fight too. It won't get that far. There's something else. I give up. I lost. But I will protect you in your case. Things get in danger, Emily. My beloved late landlady. 7 days later, thank you God, rang. When I opened the door, I found that the bell had been ringing by a young, dark-skinned, ringing young. Oh, send me. My name is Joan H. Watson. I hear you looking for me, a roommate. When I walked into Mr. Holmes' room, I suddenly hear a loud noise from inside. Oops. What? No. Ugh. Ugh. What's going on, Mr. Holmes? I quietly opened the door. I finally discovered a rent that is personed by Holland. I sink into this is no way to greet someone in a meeting for the first time. By this young man, this is really real Watson. Look at Mr. Holmes, handing full of intern, no matter how shocking he may have been. I smiled softly and left the two of them. Okay, so the Watson we probably saw was probably not the real Watson, probably. Wait, so, really? Yeah, but this young man, this real Watson. Ah, so the Watson we all saw was probably not the real one. The real Mr. Watson, the whole name, fake Mr. Watson, have stole. We could not let a harm befall him. So Mr. Holmes decided to lend him to my house until faultless pretense. So this meeting was actually set up, but Mr. Holmes and Mr. Watson, I have a feeling the two make a great coupling. But at last, the other Mr. Watson here before Professor Moran. Emily? Oh, are you gone now, Mr. Holmes? Yes, this child from the Parker Street brought me a message. I feel this is going to be a certain increased case. See, I see you. Just be careful, okay? You seem to be awfully about hold on. I see. Just be careful, okay? You seem to be awful into a full trouble. I will take that a compliment. Oh, and Emily. Yes, we are love now. Oh, we are loves now. So stop calling me Mr. Holmes and start calling me Walden, alright? Walden? Oh, come on! Okay, before I can do this, hold on. Okay, I just need hope this is that much to keep on with the story. Huh? Well then, good and upper things. When where's my goodbye kiss? Wait, Mr. Holmes grand passed his lips on mine while I hesitated. The fight with Professor Molly have already begun, but there's nothing to be afraid of. Between the two of us, there's nothing to be nothing we can't hit. That's why. That's what I truly believe. Then, yes. Oh. Okay. I mean, I really like that. After the chickens got to issue. Oh. Yep, we're done with Sherlock's route. Yay! Finally, I mean, we're done with with another first route of another fictional romance fictional novel game. So yeah, I'm hoping so. That was it, final finale, I guess. So I guess so. This is something new. Okay, not. Okay, so the next episode, I will not move on to the next route. I will do his bad ending to see what his bad ending look like. So, yeah. There's still one more thing I have to do with his route. And when or no, okay, go back to it.